Yeah, hey there. I said it was hot today. It's worse when I came out of the woods. Whoo-wee, it's hot. Greetings from Dystopia, episode 152. Hiking tips, part 2. So, recap yesterday, we talked about 4 items that are important. Hike, go, do your walk, wherever it's appropriate for your fitness level. Try not to bite off more than you can chew. Know where you're going. Find a map. It can be on the phone if it's a city area. I would not attempt that in a rural area. Find a map. Familiarize yourself with where you're going. Check the weather. Know what the weather is going to be. That ties into the weather. The whole thing ties into what we'll talk about tomorrow, and those are the 10 essentials of hiking, backpacking, but they all apply. And then follow the flight plan with your family. Let people know, or your friends, whatever. Let people know where you're going. So today, we'll move on to shoes. So footwear and socks. Obviously, you're not going to go hiking in the woods in stilettos. You're not going to go hiking in the woods in street shoes. If you're out doing a prairie, a limestone path, something like that, you can probably get by with regular trainers. Not flats, not basketball shoes. I heartily recommend trail runners. You'll have to find a pair that works for you. I have had foot problems on and off for years. And one of the things I did was switch to a trail running shoe for a majority of my walking, and that fixed a lot of stuff. As I progressed through different trail runners, I found this shoe didn't have that, or that shoe didn't have this, and a few of the foot problems were still relatively persistent. So for me, and I've talked about it on the videos before, it is my solution, what worked for me, was a 0-drop trail runner with a wide toe box. In this case, Ultra Lone Peak. Within a few weeks in these shoes, all of my foot problems went away. Occasional blister, but that happens with high mileage anyway. So, yep. Socks, make sure it's a wool sock, a high wicking sock, to keep the moisture away from your feet. The number one enemy is your foot sliding in the shoe and sliding in a wet environment. It's going to breed blisters, so keep your feet dry. And some people prefer boots. I used to prefer boots. I hiked the AT and the PCT, both in conventional hiking boot just above the ankle. Hell, the boots probably weighed 3 pounds a piece. Thought I heard bigger animal. So yeah, find what works for you. It might take a little bit of time. Get a proper shoe fit. Don't just buy something off of Amazon. Don't go to whatever favorite store and just buy them off the shelf. Get properly fit. If you're, of a certain age, you'll remember the old-fashioned shoe gauge where you put your foot in there and they measure the width and the length, and know your proper shoe size. It's going to vary a little bit between shoes, what your shoe size is, but know what your physical foot size is. That gives you the starting point. Had to stop and get the watch thing. Day 245, drop the mic. It's actually what the watch said. That was pretty good. So now we've got our feet covered. Let's talk about clothing. There's a long-standing thing that cotton kills. It's I think that's a little bit of a misnomer, but we'll just leave that rule stand. Cotton kills. Look at synthetic type materials, particularly anything with a high wicking factor and a rapid dry. Like today, I'm wearing quick dry shorts. I am wearing a synthetic underwear from, these are from Duluth, same thing, high wicking, quick drying. T-shirt, I actually do have a cotton shirt on today. It's just because with the temps like it is, I'm not doing anything high strain today. So I actually like it when the wet shirt stays up close to my skin. It provides an extra cooling factor. Does not mean cotton is the smart thing to wear today, but because there is very little breeze, I prefer that layer of moisture up against my skin to help keep my core cool. Just what I learned. Layers, that's a seasonal thing, the amount of clothing you need to bring with you, extra clothes. We'll talk about more of that in the 10 essentials. But yeah, if you know it's going to rain, in your little pack or hip pouch or fanny pack, whatever you want to wear, keep that rain jacket, keep that windbreaker, particularly spring and fall, as it starts to get cooler. And the next tip and last tip for today is pace. This kind of ties in with number one. Don't go beyond your skill level, but by the same token, know your pace. Kind of feel like running down that. But I do want to go down and check out this mess down here. And it looks like somebody dug a fire pit. It's a cool area to do, but you shouldn't really do it if you're not allowed to do it. Okay, so now, pace. When you're first starting off, I said it yesterday, go slow. Don't be in a hurry. I think ideally you should shoot for probably 2 miles an hour. Don't go too crazy, Don't expect to run long distances. Don't expect to hike long distances, and don't expect to do it in a hurry. Trying to avoid a tangent too much, so I'll just put this at the end of the video. And actually, I'm going to add this to our video for today. So you see this mess, So let's add one more for today because it's an easy one. Leave no trace. When you're out walking, hiking, whatever you're doing, the motto is exactly that. Leave no trace. Leave only footprints. Pack your garbage out. Even if you're out just for a simple hike and you've got, a protein bar and whatever snack you bring along, bring a Ziploc bag, a sandwich bag, size for short day hikes. Could be even a gallon bag. Put all your trash in that bag. When you return back to the trailhead, dump it in the garbage. That simple. I'm trying to find which trail I want to walk today. Yeah, so dump it out, take your trash out with you. If there's no wet stuff in the bag, you can always just empty the contents into the garbage, fold the bag up, put it back in your pack for the next time. So yeah, leave nothing but footprints. Take only photos and memories. Okay, so to recap for today. Shoes and socks. Work on finding the appropriate shoes. Might take you a little bit of time. Don't be in a hurry. Talk to friends that hike. Like I said, for me, my shoe turned out to be the Ultra Lone Peak. Next one is clothes maketh the man. Remember that. Synthetics. You want to think about wicking to get moisture away from your body. You want to think about quick drying. Set the pace. Don't try to kill yourself. 2 miles an hour is probably a really good pace for most people. I typically run around 2.9 to 3. Not run, but you know what I mean. leave no trace. Pack it in, pack it out, however you want to remember it. Leave only footprints, take only memories and photographs. Don't leave anything behind. A good day would be a day you stop somewhere for lunch and obviously somebody else has stopped there. Oh crap, well they left a couple wrappers. Pick them up, put them in your trash, take them out. I do the same thing when I'm fishing. I pick up people's trash and carry it out. So it's up to you. I say this a lot in my regular videos, but there's a certain stewardship factor that applies to everyone who uses trails. Just because somebody else is an ass and leaves their junk behind doesn't mean you should. Alright guys, so that's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll talk about the 10 essentials of items that you should carry with you when backpacking or hiking. Most of them do not apply to, in a major way, they don't apply to walking a trail in a community park, you know, where you're out in the field or something like that. They go into a little more in-depth for longer duration daily hikes, but they all apply. Take a little bit of it and apply it to what you do every day. Alright guys, that's it for today. Be good, be well. I don't need one now, but wear a mask when you need to. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.